Can you give us a few words on the book?
Sure, Marcus. What I've done is I've worked with Brand Asset Evaluator, which is the largest continuous updated database of brands in the world. We track 40,000 brands across 500,000 consumers each year. And what we found is that over the course of the last 14 years, that product quality associated with brands has declined 24%, awareness and liking of brands has declined, and then we've also found that trust in brands has declined by over 50%. So consumers actually have a much different view of brands than Wall Street. And we believe that Wall Street is actually valuing brands in a disconnected way from the way that Main Street thinks of brands.
Okay. And what explains why consumers, you mentioned, have lost trust in the brands?
Yeah, I think a number of factors. One thing is you look at the explosion of broadband. The penetration has unleashed consumer-generated media, which has risen the creativity expectations of consumers. We also see the rise of search, the importance of social networks, the fragmentation of channels. All these forces are actually aligning to accelerate the decay in brand equity. So whereas before a brand might be able to rely on more passive existing consumer support, today consumers are more quickly cycling through brands, discarding brands that aren't creative, that aren't surprising. And also in our research we found that consumers are actually taking a longer term horizon of the brand, meaning that they're not just focused on what the brand has to offer them today, but they also want to know what's that brand going to do for them in the future. You know, how will it surprise and innovate and lead them forward? So in a way, really, consumers are acting a lot like investors or shareholders. They're taking a longer term horizon of how they think about a brand and brand equity.
Okay. And where can the marketers in Singapore join this conversation?
Yeah, we encourage marketers to join the conversation at thebrandbubble.com, where we have an Explore tool, which is opening up our database, Brand Asset Evaluator, for anyone to do their own research on brands. And we also offer this tool and a number of other types of products and advice at Facebook on the Brand Bubble.
Okay, thanks a lot, John.
Thanks, Marcus.